Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Wilson. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Complete. It's Johnson. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
To number 8.
Andre Johnson, 35 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Titans nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Lockett the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 27, Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gonzalez. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, Sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Jackson now to return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he lets it fly for Lockett. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Chiefs. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Play action. It's Jackson under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Jalen Smith, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. They go play action with Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jalen Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Patrick Peterson.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start here with Jackson. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, touchdown Titans. A great effort there. 70 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Brandon Ayuk returning it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And Ayuk on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
All right, CD, I want to fit in your preseason predictions here. This is now our 5th year together in the booth. Hard to believe time flies, but it's an annual tradition that you tell us how you think things are going to shape up in each conference. Let's start with your thoughts on the AFC.
All right, let's start in the East. I like the Bills. In the South, I like Indianapolis despite their loss on opening day. In the North, I like Baltimore. And out West, of course, I like Kansas City. For wild cards, I like the Chargers coming out of the West. I think that in the East, New England is going to get the nod. And then out of the North, I'm taking Pittsburgh. Remember, we got that extra team in the playoffs this year. And then when the playoffs break down, I do think it's going to come down to Baltimore and Kansas City in the AFC. And Baltimore, by a nose, goes to the Super Bowl.
And just to be different from you, I like your conference championship matchup. I'll take Mahomes and the Chiefs heading back to the Super Bowl yet again.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in. Because if they weren't ready to go on the last one, give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done. But to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And he coughed it up. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Lockett the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Sets up the screen to Gordon. That catch good for only a couple.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled. So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got Adams on the hookup. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Not here. Hey, zero. Thumbs up the helmet. Here we go. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Here we go. Good job right there. He's checking.
Toss play to Jackson. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete.
Now Morton Anderson for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Anderson's kick is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Time on, set to kick off.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Here's Ayuk on the return.
Now a hit and a loose football. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Time on, set to kick off.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Here's Ayuk on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll bring up second down.
All right, this gives us a chance, Charles, to go back to your playoff predictions. We covered the AFC. What do you see happening in the NFC?
All right, let's go with the division winners. Dallas in the East, Green Bay in the North. Let's see, New Orleans in the South, and out West, San Francisco. Wild cards, I think two are come from out West, Arizona and Seattle. And the third wild card, I think it's going to come from the South, and Tampa Bay gets in. Now, I don't believe Tampa Bay's going to the Super Bowl. I think New Orleans and Seattle will slug it out for the Super Bowl champs. And I'm going with New Orleans to find their way in.
Okay, so you got the veteran Breeze against Lamar Jackson in the Super Bowl. And who ultimately do you have winning that one, CD?
Oh, yeah, the old head and the kid, right? I'm going with the kid in this one in a Super Bowl classic. Baltimore wins the championship.
All right, just so I go on record, I mentioned I'll take the Chiefs, and I'm going to take them over the Packers. So I think we'll have another young and old QB mix. Packers, a little bit of a surprise getting in there, and I'll take Mahomes with a repeat title.
I love it. A rematch of Super Bowl I, which was called the NFL-AFL Championship game. Actually, the World Championship game when they played it back in 1967.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
To number 80.
23 yards, the final tally.
3 yards. First down, Chiefs.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On third down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete as well. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Lockett the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some more.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Titans. And McCaffrey, 75 yards. And the Titans have made this a one-score game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Long set to kick off.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Kansas City.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
The ball carrier.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
He was brought down by Vaughn Miller. A 5-yard pickup on.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And he connects with Ertz. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
A 5-yard.
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Brings up 3rd.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. He can run for it, and he will. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Dan Bailey.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on the PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
36 power. Hey, watch the leg. Reload. Go.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
They do tack on the extra point as well, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown.
Here's Ayuk on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Brandon Ayuk on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Throwing now is Wilson. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They run with Jackson out of the gun. Fights off the defender. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Don't worry about it, baby. I ain't worried about it.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And we've got a timeout.
A gain of 15.
9 seconds remaining. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Now Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. But, Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that 1-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy, someone is not.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. With that, we sign off from Nashville.